Now in this video, we're going to build a Shopify store with one of the products that I chose in my last video where I gave away 3 products that were viral on TikTok. Now we're going to fly through some of these pieces so you can see what I created, but the name of the store that I created was called Ivory. It's for the face roller, the ice face roller. Basically, it's just 2 pieces of silicone that mold together so that you can create a circular like sphere that will allow you to do ice rolling on your face. Now it's something that I've seen that was viral on TikTok, so I wanted to try it and give it a shot. Now I'm going to show you what I put on my site so that I could get sales and everything that came together. So first we have the face roller, $10. I think I charged way more than that, but $10. You have your add to cart, 5-star reviews, bundling immediately so I can try to upsell. You have your fresh face starts here, so just more of benefits to the product. Why our company in comparison to others. You just want to highlight and exaggerate things that you do versus other people. Start glowing instantly. So this is just more benefits, what the product does, a little bit more of a visualization. And then lastly, some customer reviews saying why people love it. And then questions that are frequently asked so that you can quickly see what could be a concern of yours that may be answered. And then you can't see it, but at the bottom, you would have at the bottom right, it's always a fixed add to cart so that you can purchase. And now, as you know, we always optimize for mobile. So this is what the mobile view looks like. It is very nice, really seamless, put together, and everything is flowing. So it's a nice site, and I want to take you into what we actually did. Now, like I said, all my products I always find on TikTok. Now, if you would like, in the description on the top link, I post products for free that you can test that have been proven on TikTok, and then you can repurpose for Facebook. So if you click the top link in the description, you can see products just like this that you can sell on your Shopify site or e-commerce platform so that you can make money. All right, so the first day I ran ads, we did $40 in sales. We had an average order value of $12.99, which means people purchased 1 product from the site. We had 36 sessions at a 5% conversion rate. Now our add to cart, it's strange, but we had more reach checkout than we had add to cart, which doesn't align, but maybe that was also because I was testing. I don't really remember, but we had 2 people convert and check out on this particular day. We had 2 orders reaching $40 in sales. Considering our average order value was so low, and also the product price was also low, what I would like to do, generally speaking, is try to find recommended products that I could upsell, or try to find a way to find a product that can be bundled by volume so people are enticed to purchase more and having a higher average order value. That's the key to e-commerce and sales, is either finding products that have a high price point or having a high average order value so that you're getting more out of your ad spend and out of the customer experience or lifetime value. Now, the second day that we ran ads, April 26th, we only did 1 sale at $10, but also what I did was I changed the pricing of the product. So you'll see gross sales was $10, but we earned $7 in shipping. So the total in pricing, everything was $16.98. So if you go back to the 25th, you can see the same thing. We actually earned $25 or $26 in gross sales, but we did $14 in shipping, totaling everything up to basically $40. So going back to the 26th, we had 1 sale. I would like to believe we did the same $50 ad spend. So 2 days where essentially we lost money, but I was testing different pricing, and I'm okay with certain days I'm losing because I'm trying to get a lot of information together. I'm split testing different things. So in this particular one, I was split testing pricing. Now there are ways that you can split test pricing within the same day. So basically it's different customers will see different price points, and you don't have to actually change it by day. That is something that you can do. I just prefer to do it this way, also because it would cost more money, and I just didn't want to spend it. So still, we had almost a 4 or 3.5 conversion rate, and we only had 28 sessions. So when you really look at the numbers, we didn't get a lot of orders. Now, the reason behind that is more than likely, if we only had 28 sessions, the ads possibly were not spending well. So let's take a look at the ad account. All right, so we're here at our ads account. I turned them off, but let's go to the 25th where we ran that particular day where we did $40 in sales. So we were negative in profit, so we lost money. However, if we're looking at certain things, so what would I look at if I was looking at my ads? I had 6 videos rolling, and I want to see what performed the best. So you see that we had a $34 return on ad spend. Number one, that is outrageous considering we actually brought back $40, and also the cost of the product was $16 or $12. So we're way over budget, right? However, in the beginning when you're running, it's okay to let that happen because you're really warming up your pixel. Now, the problem here is we're having cost per clicks that are well over $1. That is the problem. So what does that mean? number one, it means the videos are not great. They aren't capturing people's attention. So if we have on this particular day, the three videos that did get a click, we had 11% click-through rate, but this one had a 30-cent cost per click. That is what we're looking for. So if anything, I would try to find and pull this particular ad into an ABO and let it run on its own, depending on the budget. But these two have, this 2.5% click-through rate. Well, this click-through rate all. But the problem is the cost per click. The cost per click is high. The click-through rate isn't the problem. $6 in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of money to make a good comparison, especially even the top one, this video number 5, that only spent 30 cents, right? So if anything, I would try to turn these back on. I would make video number 3, I would turn it off, so I would pause it. So I would go like this and say, okay, this one did not engage well. Why did it not engage well? So video number 3, right? It spent 30 some odd dollars. It had 3.8 cost per click. So the video ad is actually not good. 1.71 cost click-through rate, debatable, but I would want something a lot higher. And then it had 9 clicks, but 9 clicks on $3.80 cost per click is extremely high. So this other one that had video 2, we only spent $6, but the $6 only resulted in 1 click. That is also extremely high. We would want something a lot lower than that, like less than $1. And the one that did have less than $1 is video number 5. So I would turn off video number 2 as well and say, okay, video number 5, let's put more budget towards video number 5 and see how the other ones do, because the other ones did not get any clicks and they really didn't spend much. They only spent 50 cent, 50 cent, 30 cent, 66 cent. But of the ones that did spend more than $1 or $5, they had extremely high cost per click immediately. Now, if you have money, you can allow them to spend a little bit more. But what's going to happen in this case is the ones that did spend are going to keep spending. They're going to prioritize that. So the $34, the $6. So in order to see how the others would perform, you need to pull them into an ABO, pull them into a CBO without the main videos that did get the majority spending in this CBO. Or you can just pause the ones that got the majority spending or that are not running well. So in this case, pause video 3, pause video 2, and then allow now the new creatives or the creatives that didn't get much ad spend to run and see what will be prioritized now, right? And then you continue. So day number 2, you get a chance to see what works in comparison to the first day. So that's how I would make those changes in this particular instance. Now, let's say these next videos that are being prioritized don't do well. What I would do is come in and try to find all new creatives, create new content, and try to purpose them and see where people are falling off. So I'd look at watch time at the 25% mark. Are people falling off already? That means the hook isn't strong enough. It's not catchy enough. It's not viral and clickbaity. So I'd want something that catches people's attention. Are people falling off at the 50%? That means maybe the problem doesn't really align with them. Are they falling off at the 75? That means the solution really isn't there. Or are they falling off at the 100, which means they watched the whole thing, but you didn't call them to do anything, right? So there are different pieces that you can engage with your audience and understand where they're falling off. Because when they get to the actual site, it's not that they're not doing anything, because we have decent click-through rates on very small numbers, but we can engage with our audience once they land on our landing page. The issue is getting them to our landing page. The cost to acquire is extremely high at this given moment. So we want to test. So we want to test and see where we can change these metrics, see what works, see how we can get lower cost per clicks, see how we can get higher click-through rates, and see how we can allocate spending to certain videos to test different creatives to see what really could have a better chance to win, pulling certain ones into ABOs that do have a chance to win because maybe they can get allocated a higher budget, and then also testing new creatives to see if testing a new hook, testing a new problem solution, testing a wow factor, testing different call to actions will actually engage the audience in this particular product. And then after you do that a few times, you can say, hey, this product is or is not working. And maybe even on the back end where you have recommended products, you have bundling, all these things together, you're still not doing anything with the product, you can move on to the next one. What you don't want to do is find yourself stopping too early, meaning you didn't test the product fully or you didn't test the market or that niche. You didn't give yourself, your product, your brand an opportunity to really grow and actually perform well because you stopped it too soon. So that's what I would do. That's how I pivot. That's how I change. But I want to show you that you can actually get sales. So although maybe I was not profitable It was 1 day into a business. That's fine. Maybe even 2. I wasn't profitable, but I did get sales. So how can I expand that? How can I learn? How can I pivot and then actually move towards being profitable or actually getting higher average order values or performing better in each aspect? So the marketing, so your ad spend and your brand and your social media presence, organic traffic. How can I improve the landing page? When people actually get to my site, they want to purchase. They feel a need, they feel called to make some action. Checking out, the whole experience is important. So, and then on our end, how can we create engaging content? How can we be that virtual salesman, that spokesperson without actually talking to you? So I hope this video was helpful, useful, and filled with information for you. And I hope that you can see that even with the products that we did use in the last video, we actually did sell some and actually make progress. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And until the next one, we'll see you.